Yo, obviously for the more about NK97 Facebook live presentation. I feel no adrenaline here, ebe more kwaba. Sabri, ebe pese ni mubidi jumano. Now, we're coming to talk about what is happening in the world. But at the moment, we're going to start from Ghana. And we can see this picture on the board. We're coming to talk about what is happening currently in Ghana. So I welcome you once again to NK97 Facebook live presentation. And if you have joined me right now, I'm so privileged to tell you that thank you very much. And I would like you to share and subscribe to my Facebook and my YouTube, Instagram, the same name, Samuel Kodia. Wherever you go, you'll have it. I just want to recognize the presence of my brother Mutala Hassan. Brother, I welcome you. Thank you for your constant support and your constant understanding of the program. And you can share your comments. You can pass your comments. And, you know, we also, when you get a chance, we can respond to your comments. And then we'll have the program going all the time. I just want to bring you what is happening around the world. And we're going to begin from Ghana. And somebody will ask, what is going on in Ghana? We have this nice picture. And we're coming to talk about the current political atmosphere in Ghana. And this political show, I call it, political moment of fact. We always bring you what is happening, the reality. We will not fake it. If we don't have facts, we won't talk about it. So if we have the privilege to have our facts, then we bring whatever is happening across the country and across the world to our listeners and our viewers. And we are so privileged to have you join us this morning in America, straight from New Jersey. Thank you very much. But we just want to begin with this nice presentation. We could see our Honorable Chief of Staff, Attorney General, Yehunwo Kwana Noswo, and then in Penny for Yera Janti Quayson, so Ewaha, and Chief of Ghana, Oko Ghana, Yepenya or that justice, ni na no, Mranim ni kesiye pa, ono so na Ewaha say. Na Ghana ye court dan so na ewo ho no na Supreme Court nyina omudi omasem. So I'm going to talk about this gentleman. This gentleman is called Mr. Janti Quayson. Mr. Janti Quayson is happy to be an NDC MP that was elected at Assin North in Ghana. But for some reason, there's one particular citizen called Mr. Ankama Nifa, and or the Kodan Supreme Court said, Papa, a Cape Coast Court, Emra Echam Kakreni, Assin Quayson say, Emma Nyano, I'm calling itself, say, or ye MP. If you say, or ye Canadian, social for near Wahaya, Osha Canada, the passport, documents a woman, and ye chat at the buy, a tressa, not mine, ye Canadian. And obey in the name of the NDC. But God being so good, the man won the election. And, you know, since then, it has been a bone of contention. Omu disputing on the eligibility. And for that matter, no, omu di kodan Cape Coast Court, a braya to abayi. Indeed, Cape Coast Court also say undeserved and also on and suffer no MP because Wanfa ekwan papa so eno ye den onya sa position no nti ma on friend no so oye MP nti Mr. Janti Quayson so ente no ho ase for the longest time enra ena court ebra Mr. Ankama Nimfa eye enra ena asama oni kodan court eye January 27 2022 the frame be interlocatory injunction or the interlocutory injunction. I got two Openi Nifa Openi Janti Quayson as to say Emma friend also a MP because Cape Coast Court denied this access. Unfortunately, the man still continued to call himself an MP. Na bra omodi asam no call down Supreme Court no. Enra ena nyame enchade. Supreme Court akatre Mr. Quayson say emma friend no say oye MP biem. Enti say no ye beko by election. Na ebra asam yi beto odwa no. Eye Godfrey Dami a wo Ghana no ye Attorney General Godfrey Dami a ye Attorney General edi nsem bi beto odwa ebra isi man kwan say Mr. Quayson say emma friend no MP biem no Orosu di nsem bi atuja ye betie ye bebo ni nsem ni bi ni etie na Supreme Court wa na yeda so no Supreme Court na ase no no mu ye enipa enwotwe 8 people 8 judges and na ase na 8 no emu enum eka say indeed Mr. Quayson omono Mr. Nifa ankama Nifa eya adwene se ma onfre no ho MP indeed against omoto abano it was against 5-2 decision and as I say abeda di say ema Mr. Quayson onfre no ho MP momien konko tie nsemo a the Attorney General of Ghana a friend Godfrey Odami eso edibetu edwa tie bebo ne nsem ni bi na musumanya ebi atie.
Falling foul of the same law.
What happens to the people of Assin North? Because the court says additional will be enforced until the substantive matter is.
Yes, definitely. So it means that as the High Court that had earlier on held the seats for me, the people of Assin North will not be represented. And I think that for all these legal gymnastics that have been employed by the lawyers for Assin North, perhaps the by-elections have been conducted long ago. And I, in my view, think that there's even nothing in the way of the Electoral Commission to declare the seat vacant. The High Court has ruled, given a judgment, determining the status of the gentleman as not qualified to have stood for election and have actually cancelled the election conducted in the Assin North constituency. And the Court of Appeal subsequently struck out this appeal for non-compliance with the rules of the Court of Appeal. So there's no appeal pending. And I think the way is clear. But of course, the Supreme Court has ordered an expedited hearing and determination of this matter. Yes, I believe that the Supreme Court hearing definitely will also affirm all the principles of law that have indicated had early on been established by the courts of Ghana.
As Attorney General, it must really worry you that between now and whatever time that the Supreme Court would have heard the substantive matter, the people of Assin North, their right to representation would have been taken away.
I don't think that it is right of representation has been imperiled at all. I mean, it must be established clearly that the Supreme Court has always exercised its powers to grant an injunction in constitutional matters. Way back in 1996, the Supreme Court granted an injunction against the MPP in the case of Rosemary Kwame against the MPP. The MPP was injuncted from proceeding to elect a candidate on account of the fact that the Supreme Court has exercised the power to grant an injunction. It's a court of law and equity, and therefore the main basis for determining whether an injunction ought to be granted is whether indeed a clear case of unconstitutionality has been established. And as I indicated in the argument to the court, each passing day that the gentleman continues to unlawfully go to Parliament, he breaches the Constitution. So it's a running unconstitutionality. And I think that the Supreme Court is in its right to halt such a patent and running unconstitutionality. Thank you.
So we have the Attorney General Godfrey Dami there.
So I was here for you active Godfrey Odami enum say now no Mr. James Quayson ultimate friend no MPBM and says the Supreme Court no I restraining no and for that matter no This is what is happening currently. Now, Nina and say Mr. Jachi Quayson na or will be a friend of dual citizenship. Na Ghana so say yen so dual citizenship. So yenya nintum yaniga Canada enya nintum over US yani US and so enya nintum. It's over US or Canada and some other countries are believe Ghana for enya nintum say be dual citizenship or there. Then I believe say so if you want to person kokoye MP and akobwa maya, you make sure say you are doing the right thing. You don't just jump in the gun because you are from abroad and you can just go and represent your people. Nobody dispute that you are a Ghanaian, but you take the due process to go and join. If you want to stand as an MP, CN2 Abamawa, you just have to take the right procedure. Then you don't have any problem. Yabekaya, ebi act to MPP pain. Na openibia na or representing NPP Elwa North Adamu Sakandi. Mine so the same thing no abrochre. He was in abroad. He went back home and stood for an MP and he won in the ticket of MPP. Unfortunately, at that time now it was NDC who were in the government. They took him to court, and for that matter no, he was implicated and he was jailed. And for that matter no, eventually based on the complications are not all go through life. So that is exactly what Mr. James Jachi Quayson, that should have served him as a lesson, and he shouldn't have done what Mr. Adamu Sakandi, because Ghana sabi emra eniwa yana Ghana yataka semra eniwo emra o Ghana pa semra no ni unnia, you may believe say emra eni Ghana, but trust me, don't put yourself into a situation whereby you go into a trouble and you expect the government or the law to be fair with you. If the law will be fair with you, it has to go through the due process, and the due process is determined by the Supreme Court, which the Chief Justice and then na powerful and was said they have to determine your fate. And for that matter, no, they provided 8 justices. Emma Mkotina Asamno so Emma Asamno Omabu Etia Mr. Jachi Quayson in favor of Mr. Ankama Nifan. In just say the interlocutory injunction akwakoto Mr. Jachi Quayson so ama ene ontimi friend ho MP ekobasa eye ne besu of parliament yenyina enim say parliament so is a bone of contention. Danny Danyina, MPP and NDC are having battle in terms of numbers, when it comes to numbers. Now, what is going to happen is that NDC number is going to reduce. NDC number is going to be 136. And MPP number is going to remain 137, plus the independent, Mr. Asiama, who is an independent. Although he has joined the MPP, but we call it he's an independent, and he has affiliated to the MPP. And for that matter, the NDC number will reduce. So now, it tilts towards the favor of what? MPP right now. So Ebase, ye take decisional MPP benya number, bia baako anambienu. And so far, no, apart from Adwa Safwa, ono so ne nsem bi kokoko so say yenye hu ni faith so ba be dom MPP biem anas onye free MPP mu de ba se say nso ono so onko parliament enkonko decide anas onko take size emwa oman no enchechire. So we will come back to that Adwasafu issue, but there is another bone of contention which is going on, because there are 1 or 2 or 3 people being so they have an issue under NDC almost no. And any man to me from my NDC right now. We are Mompire, say, Omosha, Siakama, no mutimi, a battle NDC MP for no, Emma, even ye live Ukraine, the Chimamin tree for the longest time, and to say your passy. That is the text, Kosovo, Ghana, when it comes to the political atmosphere, he say Kosovo. And another issue, so Kosovo Ghana, but I'll present to you later on. Now, our next video is what is happening in Russia. There are a lot of things happening in Russia, but we will be so much privileged to share with you what is happening in Russia. When you go to my Facebook and my YouTube, you will see I always talk about that because we need to think about our brothers. And whatever is happening around the world would affect every other country. So sometimes we need to also look at what is happening in Russia. And, you know, President Zelensky and President Putin, what they are, you know, doing. At the end, air koso our montem. When we share a video where air koso our Russia, we are Rebecca near air koso war. President Zelensky and President Putin any around the world. Ni almost omoye. Yo, Awusiafo, we welcome you back again to the segment of presentation. What is happening in Russia as we watch the clip? There are a lot of stuff happening in Russia. Now, President Zelensky accused Russia for prepare be a friend chemical weapon. Eddie aba attack Ukraine for. Now, and I'm so ama sa enyema ekoso no they fear their life. But mind you, at the same time no, President Zelensky also accusing the Russians that they are raping their women, they are killing their children, and now no, they have killed a lot of people in Russia. Now uko baby to say Buaha they've killed almost about 250 people over there. Just one day, they could kill a lot. 400 and something has been buried in so many countries when it goes to Russia right now. Russia is suffering. But Putin, so I and Adrian say, he's not going to give up with this war. Because idea a friend said, preventing the ex-Soviet neighboring from becoming anti-Russia, no, they are not there to support it. And a negotiation be also a for the peace talk, no, or say it has reached a dead point. And Putin is not ready to agree. Now, no, we are say after 9 now, so and so at the sanction, at the akoto Russia for so. Oko Australia has imposed about 35% duties on Russia product. Oko Poland and so they have blocked the coal import. I almost exported to imported to Poland. And visa so visa has been suspended in Czech Republic. They have freezed all their assets. Into Oko Czech Republic and so Russia for assets has been freezed. Enti Oko Germany so Germany so no almost no mu import a dear friend coal from Russia. Sabre so almost no the sanction out so. Canada also at the sanction out to Russia 160 Russian officials. We are seeing the piano sanction koso at the ama Russia. Meanwhile, Japan so the same sanction from Japan, from US, from Canada, from Germany, UK, from Poland, Australia, they are all putting sanctions on Russia. Now, I know that I might say we are saying ayedini. We are saying very, 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 very much. We need to remember Russians and Ukrainians in prayers for this war to come to an end. Russia funti but if you could just pray for them all this problem these are some of the things so let us give prayers to all. Remember Ukraine people in Russia. Go to my Facebook and go to my YouTube to subscribe and like and share. Pass your comment. If something is not going right, I'm doing the work with you and I'll be pleased to answer you and I'll thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and God bless you.